I can't believe it was 50 years ago that you started. It's a huge pleasure to welcome you all. More often than not, by somebody very close to them.
A late-night royal inspection has set Windsor buzzing. Sources claim a private chamber tied to Queen Camilla was unlocked, uncovering something the family never expected. Is this the monarchy's most guarded secret finally exposed? The truth might rewrite history. Keep watching for the full story. Windsor Castle stirred with a quiet urgency after an unexpected audit at Clarence House revealed something puzzling. Records that normally held routine transfers suddenly pointed to an unexplained entry, a transfer labeled only as Undisclosed Vault RH. No destination, no signature, just a cryptic note that raised immediate concern. Treasury head Mr. Emerald, responsible for safeguarding royal assets, studied the line again and again. Nothing in decades of royal documentation looked like this. The words felt like a key to a hidden chamber, one that no one was supposed to find.
Mainly because 10 years ago, I received the great honour of being installed as Chancellor of...
This small clue changed the atmosphere from routine accounting to an unfolding mystery. Within hours, trusted figures gathered under the soft glow of Windsor's grand halls. Jameson from operations, Carter from records, Miles in security, Howard as legal advisor, Flynn the archivist, and Grant the Scotland Yard liaison stood around the long oak table. The group understood that a misstep could invite unwanted attention. Conversations turned to quiet questions. What vault could remain hidden even from palace staff? Why the initials RH? This meeting was only the beginning. The discovery suggested more than a misplaced record. It hinted at a hidden space where history and secrecy might collide. A single unanswered line now carried the weight of an entire royal legacy. While the team pieced together the cryptic entry, an even sharper revelation emerged. During the audit, priceless pieces once belonging to Princess Diana could not be found. Among them, an emerald and diamond bangle with matching gold earrings often worn during dazzling charity events, a sapphire brooch Diana had lovingly transformed into a pendant.
Perhaps more by luck than by skill, I believe that not a single raven wolf.
And a single diamond earring meant to pair with the one recovered years ago. Each item was more than fine jewelry. These treasures represented moments of joy and memory, promises once spoken about keeping Diana's spirit alive for William and Harry. Their absence felt like more than an inventory gap. It echoed as an emotional fracture. The sense of urgency deepened. These were not artifacts that could simply vanish without trace. The jewels embodied history and love, symbols of a life remembered by millions. For those inside the royal circle, the loss carried a weight that extended beyond glittering stones. Every missing gem sharpened the mystery around that hidden vault and the unknown journey of the items inside it.
It's terrible that after 50 years it still hasn't been eradicated.
When King Charles received word of the missing pieces, a calm day turned into an emergency. Charles, known for discipline and a lifetime of service, demanded a direct report. Standing in Clarence House, Charles listened as Mr. Emerald outlined the facts. The king's expression hardened with each sentence. "What do you mean these jewels are missing?" Charles asked, voice firm and steady. "Who authorized a transfer with no record of destination? When did this happen?" The room fell silent as the weight of the questions settled. No one could give a clear answer. Charles ordered immediate action. Every vault under the royal household, every ledger, every security record had to be checked. There would be no delay, no assumptions, and no comfort in theories. The instruction was simple: find the truth and do it quickly.
To different groups of people in this country, I can't tell you how much I sympathize with the way.
The determination came not only from duty, but from an understanding of what these jewels meant to the family and to the nation. For Charles, this was more than missing property. It was a test of trust and stewardship. The mystery had to be solved before it could grow into something far larger. As the news reached Prince William, the atmosphere tightened even further. William listened to the list of missing treasures, each one a piece of Diana's story, and his reaction was immediate. The future heir rose abruptly, the words striking with sharp clarity. "These are the last gifts from Diana to William and Harry. How can they be gone?" The room seemed to pause as William's voice filled the chamber. The connection between mother and sons had always been sacred, and the thought of those final mementos lost to secrecy or carelessness cut deeply. William insisted on urgent recovery, emphasizing that no explanation would suffice until every item returned. That determination shaped the course of the investigation. William's insistence transformed the matter from a hidden record to a royal priority. Each missing jewel symbolized a personal promise, and the possibility of betrayal, whether accidental or deliberate, made patience impossible. With the heir demanding action and King Charles backing a thorough search, the investigation moved from whispered concern to full royal mandate. The question of the undisclosed vault now stood at the center of a mystery that reached both the heart of the family and the heart of the monarchy. Princess Anne entered the discussion with the unwavering focus that defines a lifetime of service. Known for discipline and direct words, Anne wasted no time. Clarence House is the most secure residence in the kingdom, Anne stated, eyes steady on the investigation team. How could a transfer occur without complete documentation? The challenge carried weight. Anne's reputation for precision and duty left no room for soft explanations. Courtiers shifted uneasily while staff members exchanged cautious glances. The expectation was clear. Speculation and hopeful guesses would not be accepted. Anne insisted on verifiable facts and immediate action. The demand intensified the urgency already set by King Charles and Prince William.
This is my 20th visit to Canada, spread over the course.
The mystery of the missing jewels was no longer a question of when they might reappear. It was a mandate to uncover exactly how they had been hidden. Every word from Anne reminded the room that duty to history and family required nothing less than the full truth. Late evening quiet filled Clarence House as Mr. Emerald studied the records once more. After days of exhaustive searches, a single overlooked detail finally stood out. The transfer entry dated only a few months earlier marked Undisclosed Vault RH. The absence of a destination, combined with those two letters, reframed the entire case. Emerald summoned key figures without delay. Around the long oak table, Jameson, Carter, Miles, Howard, Flynn, and Grant leaned in as the document was placed at the center. "This entry changes everything," Emerald said. The team exchanged thoughtful looks, each considering the meaning of RH Royal House, Residence of Her Majesty. No conclusion felt certain. The group agreed that the matter could not remain buried in records. The clue pointed to an intentional action rather than an accident. By morning, the king needed to know. That decision marked a turning point. The investigation moved from quiet searching to a direct confrontation with a mystery hidden in the heart of the monarchy. At dawn, a private meeting gathered inside King Charles's study. The heavy door closed to ensure complete secrecy. Around the polished table sat Charles, Prince William, Princess Anne, and the investigative team. Mr. Emerald placed the document before the king, recounting every step that led to the discovery. Charles listened intently, his focus unwavering. After a moment, Charles spoke with calm authority. "The family must know the truth before speculation reaches the public. Every private vault in the royal household must be inspected. Only full transparency will bring answers." William agreed immediately, the urgency clear in every word. Anne gave a firm nod, supporting the directive without hesitation. The plan was set, a full opening of the royal vaults under Charles's order. No space would remain unexamined until the mystery of the missing jewels found resolution. The operation began that same evening. The first vault to open belonged to King Charles. Rows of neatly arranged cases revealed medals from military service, gifts from international leaders, and cherished family letters.
Displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the program.
After careful inspection, not a single missing jewel appeared. Attention then turned to Princess Anne. Inside the vault stood silver equestrian trophies, polished family heirlooms, and decades of service mementos. Every item sat exactly as recorded. The prized jewels remained absent. Next came Prince William's vault, smaller and filled with memories of childhood. Handwritten letters from Diana, photographs preserved with care, and gifts marking personal milestones. Again, nothing connected to the missing emerald bangle, sapphire brooch, or diamond earring. With each vault cleared, tension deepened. The team moved toward the final chamber, one known to belong to Queen Camilla. The lock looked different, newer, heavier, and more secure than the others. The unexplained strength of that door sharpened anticipation. What waited behind it would define the night and the investigation. A deep hush filled the chamber as the final steel wheel turned. The heavy door to Queen Camilla's vault opened with a slow metallic echo, revealing a space chilled and still. Velvet-lined cases rested in precise stacks, untouched by time. At the center, under the dim light, 3 unmistakable treasures sparkled. The emerald and diamond bangle with matching earrings, the sapphire brooch transformed into a pendant, and the single diamond earring that once formed a pair, every eye fixed on the discovery. The atmosphere tightened as realization sank in. Diana's missing jewels were here, carefully hidden, yet perfectly preserved. William's breath quickened, Anne's gaze sharpened, and Charles stood motionless, absorbing the weight of what lay before them. No one spoke for several seconds, the silence heavy with unspoken questions. The find confirmed that the jewels never left royal grounds, yet it raised an even greater mystery. How had these pieces traveled here without proper record? And why did a vault under Camilla's name hold the items that symbolized Diana's enduring legacy? This was no longer just a search for missing property. It had become a revelation that could reshape relationships within the royal family and the trust that held them together. King Charles finally broke the silence, his voice low but steady. "How did these jewels come to rest here, Camilla?" The question cut through the thick air like a chime in a still hall. Camilla's expression showed measured surprise. "I have no knowledge of this," Camilla replied, words calm but edged with tension.
I've talked to many, many women and men all around the country, all around the world.
"This must be an attempt to discredit me. Someone is setting this up." William stepped forward, eyes firm. "These treasures are part of Diana's legacy promised to William and Harry," William said, every syllable weighted with conviction. "They should never have been hidden." "This is not a coincidence," Anne's voice followed, crisp and exact. "If this were truly a plot, who could conceal it from so many eyes and for so long?" The explanation must match the precision of this concealment. No documentation inside the vault linked the jewels to any official transfer, only the unexplained line in the ledger, "Undisclosed Vault RH," remained. The absence of signatures or detailed authorization left the circle with questions and no certain answers. The confrontation ended not with resolution, but with a deeper puzzle. The jewels could be returned to their rightful record, but the story of their silent journey into the vault remained an open wound. The jewels were carefully removed, catalogued again, and secured in the royal treasury with heightened protection. Yet the emotional and historical impact lingered. A mystery of the scale inside the heart of the monarchy left marks that no vault door could close. Inside Windsor Castle, conversations turned to quiet reflections. Trust, once presumed unshakable, now felt fragile. For King Charles, the event called into question how such a transfer could happen without his knowledge.
We don't really, in a sensible world, want to hand on an increasingly dysfunctional.
For Prince William, the memory of Diana sharpened with renewed urgency, as if her voice still asked for care and remembrance. Princess Anne, unwavering in standards of duty, viewed the unresolved questions as a challenge to the integrity of royal stewardship. Outside the palace, curiosity grew. Reports of the hidden vault and the surprising find stirred interest far beyond royal circles. Historians, jewel experts, and admirers of Diana speculated on motives and meaning. The jewels had been recovered, but the mystery of the transfer remained unsolved, carrying the story into wider debate and ongoing intrigue. Understanding how this moment gained such gravity requires looking at Camilla's long journey within royal life. Camilla Rosemary Shand grew up surrounded by privilege and well-connected society, educated at distinguished schools in England, Switzerland, and France. Early years shaped confidence and a comfort with tradition. In 1970, a chance meeting with Prince Charles at a polo match began a lifelong connection. Shared humor and warmth sparked an immediate bond. Yet royal duty soon called Charles away for naval service, and Camilla later married Andrew Parker Bowles, a celebrated cavalry officer. The marriage confirmed deep ties to aristocratic society, but did not end the quiet understanding between Camilla and Charles. Through changing decades and shifting expectations, that bond endured. As years passed, Charles and Camilla gradually rebuilt a life together that moved from private friendship to public partnership. The eventual marriage in 2005 marked the outcome of years of patience, steady presence, and careful public reintroduction. By 2022, Camilla stood beside Charles as Queen Consort, a position few imagined possible during earlier controversies. This long history of persistence and transformation added weight to every moment inside the vault. The discovery of Diana's treasures was not just about jewels, it touched a story that spanned generations and redefined roles within the royal household. Camilla worked steadily to create a respected role in the years following marriage to King Charles. Charitable initiatives, public service, and consistent support of royal duties gradually reshaped public perception. Patronage of literacy programs, outreach to community projects, and appearances at national celebrations displayed dedication to service. Through measured steps and quiet determination, Camilla became an essential figure at state occasions and international visits. Appearances alongside Charles highlighted unity and stability, while carefully chosen causes reflected compassion and care for tradition. By the time Charles became king, Camilla's place beside the monarch seemed secure and well accepted. Yet memories of Diana remained powerful across Britain and beyond. Images of Diana's grace and global influence stayed vivid, reminding the world of a beloved figure whose legacy shaped public expectation. Every jewel associated with Diana symbolized moments of generosity and connection. That unbroken emotional link meant any mystery tied to Diana's treasures carried extraordinary weight. This background explains why the vault discovery became more than a matter of missing property. The event touched deep currents of remembrance, loyalty, and the delicate work of building trust in a role that demanded both tradition and renewal. King Charles values loyalty and honesty above all else, a standard demonstrated through decisive actions in past royal matters. Longtime advisors once faced immediate removal when integrity was questioned, showing that Charles places safeguarding the monarchy above personal relationships. The discovery of Diana's jewels within a private vault unsettled that foundation. For Charles, every unanswered question about the transfer and the hidden location pressed against a lifetime commitment to transparency. Even without direct evidence of wrongdoing, the unexplained movement of such significant heirlooms challenged the careful structure of trust. Prince William maintained a measured public relationship with Camilla, but has often been described by royal observers as distant. Reports of William guiding children to refer to Camilla simply as their grandfather's wife, rather than a family title, underline this careful boundary. Formal politeness masks an enduring reserve that moments like the vault discovery only intensify. What does this mean for the future of the royal household? Could further revelations deepen the mystery or restore certainty? Share thoughts and theories in the comments. Join the conversation about how heritage, memory, and trust continue to shape the next era of the monarchy. And for more captivating royal stories, watch the next video to keep exploring the secrets and traditions that continue to fascinate the world.